Hi beauties, my name is Julia and welcome to my channel H.ealthy by Julia. The topic for the video today will be actually a huge trend for 2021 and it's probiotics in skincare products. The questions for today are: what are probiotics? Why they are such a huge trend? Who could benefit from them? Are they safe? And a bit of terminology. What are prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics? Probiotics in skincare are bacteria strains that have been designed to work on our skin from outside in. Probiotics have been on the market for the past 10-20 years, but they were mainly part of the food supplements. You can actually see them in quite a few foods that are getting a bit known now. These are miso, kimchi, kombucha, kefir, and different kind of yogurts. They are very good because they help to balance our gut. The idea of taking a pill with bacteria in order to calm down your stomach might seem a little bit weird, but essentially that's exactly what you're doing if you have stomach cramps and you decide to have a bit of Greek yogurt. So probiotics are helping to block the pathogens and keep healthy the bacteria in your gut. So if you have bloating, if you have acid reflux, stomach cramps, or any kind of indigestions, probiotics are a great idea. That's why a lot of people are using them as supplements while they're using antibiotics. Now let's get back to skincare. If we know so many benefits that probiotics can provide for our gut, it's not such a big surprise that somebody thought, why not using them topically for our skin? So one of the huge trends for 2021 are probiotics in skincare, and there are a lot of small brands that are producing this type of products, but also big names like Elizabeth Arden, Aveeno, La Roche-Posay, I found that have this type of products as well. Our microbiome is a very delicate ecosystem. There are around 1,000 different species of live bacteria living on the surface of our skin, and their total number is around 1 trillion. COVID-19 and the idea of cleanliness are becoming a huge problem because when we over clean and scrub like insane, we destroy any trace of bacteria, and huge part of them are actually good. If we remove them, they no longer can actually help to fight with the bad bacteria that is constantly trying to attack not only our skin but our bodies in general. To be honest with you, I was very surprised finding that there are so many products packed with different types of bacteria. There were hand soaps and body lotions and body scrubs and face exfoliants and antiperspirants, creams, serums, boosters that you can use adding to any other type of products. And there's so many of them that maybe it's worth trying. But first, let's clear out a bit of terminology because it is getting quite confusing even for myself when I was checking all the details about this video. Prebiotics don't benefit the skin themselves. They are food or nutrients for the bacteria or the probiotics, which means that they help to the bacteria that is already on our skin to thrive. When we talk about bacteria, I keep mentioning good and bad, so I would like to clarify this as well. Good bacteria or resident bacteria are actually the probiotics. They are live bacteria that we are introducing to our skin, and our skin as host can benefit from them. The bad bacteria are called transient bacteria, and these are the ones that we are trying to get rid of, or at least we are trying to control them so they don't harm us. Postbiotics are beneficial extracts that no longer living bacteria can give up during the process of fermentation. So if there's any fermented bacteria into your products, these are not probiotics, they are postbiotics. And I know it sounds very confusing. So these no longer living bacteria can benefit a lot because they contain some natural antibiotics that really help to fight with germs and destroy them. Another part of the postbiotics are non-living parts of bacteria. They are called lysates and the secretion that they already produced. They soothe inflammation, which means that they help for the healthy response from the immune system towards any kind of irritations. Another thing is that they strengthen and repair the skin barrier, which helps to protect the skin from the outside environment and also helps to retain the moisture inside the skin. And not on last place, they help to fight with the acne causing bacteria. While checking all the information about probiotics, I found a few problems that I would like to mention. First thing is the packing, because some products are in a jar, some products are in with pump and they're in airtight container. So if it is a live bacteria, how it could be actually put inside of something and then kept in one kind of environment, and then once you open it, still say it's working after 1, 2, 3, 4 months opening this jar that has all the light and oxygen that didn't have before. Probiotics are very difficult to be delivered also in your gut alive because they are getting destroyed from the acids into your stomach. So it is very similar to your skincare because it's something very unstable and something very gentle, if you want to say. And it's difficult for them to survive in this container and mixed with other different types of ingredients if they're still alive. Another problem that I found are the way that brands are advertising their products. They are saying that they are probiotics because people are talking about them, but actually they are not living bacteria, which makes them postbiotics. I found that Mother Dirt was one of the only few brands that are actually having live bacteria into their products, but most of the rest are actually advertising wrongly, I believe. And I don't know if they're doing this because it doesn't sound also great to apply a secretion of a dead bacteria onto your skin. Another very basic problem is that the growing of any type of microorganisms into products is actually called contamination and might lead to recall of the product. And not on last place, we are talking about preservatives. They are placed into the products with the sole purpose of destroying any type of microorganisms that might harm, but also this type of live bacteria will be harmed from the same preservatives. So you see, in order for you to use probiotic, the maker of the product has to find beneficial live bacteria that will survive mixed with other beneficial ingredients, mixed with preservatives into airtight container for a few months. Then once open and the conditions are completely changed, still survive for a few months, but also not thrive with bad bacteria. I hope all this information was useful for you, but let's just make it short and simple. Plainly said, prebiotics are something that you can start with. If applying live bacteria or any kind of bacteria sounds too much for you and you are worried, simply try something like prebiotics. They're food. We don't know for certain how beneficial they are, but they will most certainly not harm you. If you want to try with probiotics, make sure that they are indeed live bacteria. And for postbiotics, we don't know that much about them either, I'm afraid. But let's say it like this. They are not alive, so they can't harm you. But everything that was beneficial for your skin will be packed inside your products. And because it is such a huge trend, why not just try it and see how it works for you?